you guys are doing well. I just finished my breakfast and we're about to talk watches, man. Okay, so today I threw on this ball right here. The only reason I threw the ball on is because of a comment I received the other day. One of you guys told me to check out ball, and I responded that I am a fan of ball watches. Huge fan. So, the only thing about ball that bothers me is the fact that it's really not I don't know, it's really not advertised as much. Yo, what up, DK? What's happening, brother? How you doing today, sir? And Mr. J. Jones is in the building. But today we're going to be talking about a few pieces, man. And you know, since we got DK in the building, I'm gonna start with his. Start with him. Yesterday, I went to an event out in Brownsburg, Indiana. Jewelry store just opened up, man. Really nice. Now, it started out as a gun shop, and they sold watches, and then they got into the jewelry. And grand opening was yesterday. Follow me on Instagram. I'm going to be posting pictures from the event, and then later on today, Sunday, tomorrow, you'll see through the shorts and everything what I experienced. The Citizen, Vladimir von Reese, but it was that event that actually inspired today's episode. And just as a side note, I'm gonna get into some other conversations with something I just heard, because you guys know I scour YouTube and I listen to what everybody's saying. I don't care how big or small the channel is, I always get into that. We already got somebody in the peanut gallery talking about Mr. Enabler. Living the dream. So the unboxing is not until tomorrow, sir. Sorry. Yeah. It would have been today, but I have to make a run. I got to run up to the city. What's up, Luciano? So today we're talking about real watches, real stories, right? So you guys know I started the channel with the Invicta thing, and I had a question posed to me yesterday about Invicta. I answered it. We talked about it, and for the most part, people that collect high-end watches or just your average affordable timepiece, whether it be Swiss or Japanese or Chinese made, wherever it's from. The one thing that was said about Invicta from multiple people was some of the designs are cool and they always refer to the Pro Diver, right? Or the Speedway. But it's just the size. The outlandish designs, the color, the weight, the whole nine, right? And when they say the weight, I'm like, okay, I know you've owned it or you've at least handled an Invicta. There are people out there that have yet to put their hands on an Invicta. But here's the true story. I was on the internet one day, right? I'm looking at this guy talking about this watch, reviewing it, and saying all this other stuff. But he turned around and said, hey, I'm about to get rid of this, man. So if there's any takers, I jumped on it as soon as possible. Because this piece right here, Pro Diver, tungsten, and you see the dial. You see the dial, right? Right, like the nice guy, Adventurine. So I thought the watch was amazing back then. And it's funny that this dial now is being utilized with companies like Vincianico, and it's a number of people that are using this. Sam Martin has one. And this watch, oh my gosh, how old is this watch? 4 years old now? And yeah, sorry, Victor, you don't get credit for having dope dials anymore. So you guys, yeah. But this watch is full tungsten. It's heavy. And I remember, I think, he said you could chunk this thing down the hallway and not receive damage. And I actually dropped this watch, like showing it on the video chat. I had it just holding it willy-nilly in that thing because it's heavy. And it slipped out my hand, hit the floor. Pow! I was like, dang it. Still works, still running good. JJ, you unbox every hour on the hour. Yeah, Jay Jones, you do. What's up, Chris? Yeah, my spot gone right now. So I'm at the door. I was going to pull up outside, but they doing construction out there, so I'm like, nope, not doing it. Having my fruit though. He said, come on, guys. Yeah. So here's the crazy thing. This watch, look at that. Victor was doing some, man, they did some good work, man. They did some good work. It's a thick piece, man. Well, let's talk about perfection. Is this a perfect watch from Invicta? I know it really don't matter what the internet says. We've established it. But as much as we've established that, that's not really true in some people's hearts, man, because in some people's head, I'm gonna tell you what lives rent free is judgment. You don't want to be judged. You don't want to be left on the out, and that was one thing that I say was, call it a cult or not, I say that was one thing that Invicta collectors enjoyed, and that is the company of each other, seeing who had what, who inspired to get certain pieces. So let's pick on Jay Jones, for example. Jay Jones, man, I don't know how many watches he bought. I'm not even gonna tell the number of watches he bought in the past, whatever. But his inspiration comes from other people, other things, seeing stuff on Facebook. And, well, Jay Jones falls into a category all by itself. Let's not use Jay Jones. Let's take him off the table for a second. Let's see. Let's use DK for a second. See, I used to drag that watch across brick walls. Hey, and this thing looks good, bro. There's no scratches, there's nothing on this thing. But let's just use DK for a second. DK will buy a watch, and then he'll post it, and you can tell that he enjoys the watch. And one watch that I know he really enjoys, because I haven't seen it go up for sale, and I'm just waiting for it, was the Ingenieur homage, the engineer, or whatever they want to call it, from Ixdow Company. I know that man liked that watch. Took it apart, looked at it, did his thing, and yeah, he's not going to unearth that watch. But the day he dies, I'm getting it. I'm getting it. So you tell your family when they knock on the door, I'm like, yeah, I heard about your husband. I'm sorry to hear it, y'all. But yeah, I come to collect that watch. Oh man, regardless of brand, someone is content with and see that, okay. How many watches Jay Jones bought this morning so far? This morning, Luciano, man, I'm telling you, listen, I talked to Jay Jones at least 3 times this week, right? And every time I talk to him, it's not like you buy one watch or 2 watches, not even 3. If I could talk to you on the phone and you have enough watches, man, to fill up a 5-slot roll, man, something's wrong with you. Jay Jones is certified crazy. Welcome in, anybody just walked in. Welcome in. Appreciate you guys for being here. Good morning, Oscar. How you doing? Why do you guys think I always buy watches? I don't know. Oh, you got watermelon? Man, bro. Oscar with the yes. And I still got my fruit right here. I got, man, my little mandarin oranges, or how you pronounce it. My apple slices. So that $2 super chat is getting healthy. Hey, I'm 11.5 pounds down, y'all. So I had an egg tortilla or whatever thing, or whatever you want to call it. An egg quesadilla is what it is. I'm sorry. So you got your little onions and tomatoes sliced up and everything. Yeah, they do the little press. Yeah, that thing's fire. And I put salsa on top of it. Like, yeah, they make their salsa back there. I throw a little pepper on it, man, because I like the little, you know what I mean? But anyway, and you know what's crazy? You ever had coconut coffee? It's coconut coffee. It's actually pretty good. The flavor, I love the aroma. Pretty good. But anyway. Do I like the... So, we talking watches, but I think the only reason you asked me that is because you either watched the channel before and you know I'm from Chicago. And for you to ask me if I like, I'm not even going to say the name, okay? Think about that for a second. That's an evil question this morning. You need to go in your prayer closet, man, and get it right. Get out of here. Oh, 44 pounds since last year. Hey, man, that's good, brother. What, is she behind me or something? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Because Jay, I can only think of one reason why you would post that in there. This ain't the channel for you. All right, so at any rate, watches, right? Perfect watches, real stories. I'm about to go through a number of watches that have impacted me, and I have so many that I could tell stories on, but I'm going to be sharing with you guys today some stories I heard yesterday, man. And my man Bryce, shout out to my man Bryce over there. Oh my gosh. So they just opened up their grand opening, right, for, a jewelry store. And they had watches in there, man. And I was just asking him, like, okay, what is your go-to watches? He has a few Rolex pieces. I think he said he had a 1968 no-date sub. That's his go-to, his beater watch. Me and him, we're going to sit down. I'll reach out to him. When I reach out to him, we're just going to set up, and I go, and then you guys get to see some guns, too, because he has guns. I know you guys like guns. Of course, it'll be pre-recorded. Can't show guns live. But what I am going to do is, like, dig into his state of the collection, man, so you guys can see it, because I'm pretty sure that his story will resonate with some of you guys, and that's the beauty of this. Like, that's what really inspired me to do this. I was thinking, like, when we're talking stories, I remember going to Kokomo some years back, and it's where I met Adam from Fair Sweat, and I didn't even have the watch yet, had him on the show. I've done that a few times, where I didn't own the watch, but I had the founder, or one of the founders on the show, talked about it, and his design language, man, is different than most stuff, like just the colorways and stuff like that. But I just think because it's Chicago and it's a topographical map of Chicago, I like that, man. That really sold me. This is the Wayfinder, by the way, if anybody wants to know. Mecca Quartz, so it has sort of a sweeping motion on it, but it's not about the specs. It's about the experience. It's about the time I met this guy. We talked, and we talked about this one. It was another one. There's another one that I like. It's it actually has like a tire tread going through the actual watch, and it reminded me of a Speedway, something that Invicta would do, right? And I was like, dude, I like that watch. Mecca Quartz as well. Was that solar? I think that one was solar. At any rate, I will eventually get that one too, but that created a partnership, man. So, like, I can call this guy, text him, and say, yo, bro, like, we don't even have to talk watches. That's the beauty of it. We don't have to talk watches. But when it comes to this, he asked me what I thought. I thought enough of it to where this isn't the original strap of this watch. I ordered a strap, and it went on sale. He put it on sale for like, gosh, what was it, $21. I said, oh yeah, let me get that, because his straps is legit. These things legit. So I mean, again, we can go over specs, but this watch this is what I've been wearing at night when on my walks and stuff like that. Oh, speaking of which, I'm gonna get into the comments, man. Y'all throw y'all wrist check. What are you guys wearing today? What's on the wrist? And I'm gonna be sharing some news towards the end of this live. We're not gonna be on as long as normal. Like normally I do an hour. We're not gonna do an hour. We're gonna be pretty short today. I say that and then I'll be an hour. But no, I know Watches and Dennis is coming on at 11 Eastern Standard Time, and I think his topic is, what was his topic? Pet peeves. Pet peeves, watch pet peeves, right? And I want to check that. I actually want to see that and see what's going on. Air King, Hannibal has an Air King on. Oh, that's dope. Listening while working. Ah, Ventures, how you doing? House of X is in the building. Long Rangers in here. Io Silver. That's what I thought, nerd. To buy and put bracelet. Is that Fire Crystal? Watchman 54, what's going on, man? Thanks, Vic. The new Pope. Emporio, Omani, Chronos, Swiss made. I saw JLC yesterday, bro. I was so when I was out there, man, PA Jewelers, man, they had a old school, man. He has an estate section, right? He had a solid gold Panerai. Of course, I can't afford it. I don't, man, but still, that one is like grail level. So anyway, I know I jumped off. I jumped from this. I showed this already, and I jumped to this one. And the fact of the matter is, man, there's actually another watch that I haven't shown it since I've known DK, right? There's another watch that I will pull that thing out of the archives. I wear it every once in a while, man. It's automatic. This company don't even do automatics anymore. But this watch right here will never leave. And I'm gonna tell you what my wife said. She said, you can never give this watch to anybody. If you die, it will go back to the owner. Right? So, that's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? Because I got this at a great price, but this was reviewed by somebody that I watch on YouTube, right? And yeah, pretty dope. Connectivity. And then I want to share, which I'm actually going to. Tyree has this thing. So Wrist Unwound, if you go over to Wrist Unwound, you can go into his description. You can actually upload stories to his. He has like this online presence, an actual website you can tell stories on. I'm actually going to upload this one. Right, this is my first Hamilton. The first Hamilton. Now it doesn't have any significance. It hasn't been with me doing training, none of that. But I bought it because of that, because of my military experience and men that I served with. Now, when I got this, I remember getting on Joma Shop, right? I was just going through, and I wasn't looking for this watch, right? But I had just registered this watch. I had just posted, and you know when you post stuff, and to put the pictures online, Joma Shop recommended this watch for me, and let's just say I paid $700 for this watch. Was it 2 years ago? And I get on Joma Shop and this thing is $525. I was like, Sheesh. He said, I'm wearing my 10-year-old Boat Zeus, blue and gold design. It's the first large watch I bought in my third Invicta purchase. Your third one? Yeah, that's a milestone. That's a milestone. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? So, I know in my description, I alluded to having a perfect watch. And I want to talk about that for a second because I do believe there are perfect watches out there. I believe that. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because of the specs and things of that nature, man. It just fits. It fits everything that you didn't even know you were looking for. Stuff that you were looking for, but then it fills this void. It fills the need. And there's just imagine if you had, I'm gonna pick on you, Jay Jones. Just imagine that you had 956 watches in your collection. Out of that 956 watches, there was one watch that, despite how many times you tried to put watches in rotation, 956 times, you kept going back to that watch. You kept staring at it. You kept just looking at it like, wow. This thing is just, amazing. That right there fits like this sensor, satisfactory sensor or what have you. And it's just, I mean, it's the perfect watch for you at the time, right? But again, keyword perfect or key phrase perfect for you. So yeah, where there's not like the perfect watch, because I'm telling you right now, you can go on YouTube and I guarantee you, go look at the professional collectors or the experts. The experts, that's what it is. The experts. Go watch the experts. Listen to them describe watches. Listen to them talk about watches and what should be on a watch. And what's crazy is companies do their best, some of them do their best to make that watch that's described. And when that watch comes out, let me just do this. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I took the avocado toast breakfast.
This lady just started playing her music. She see that I'm live. That's mad disrespectful. That's mad. Anyway, so let's go. All right, this watch right here, lug to lug at 46 millimeters. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I don't know it actually. It's 46 millimeters lug to lug. It has a 20 millimeter lug entrance. So you could put any strap on it. It's a strap monster, right? And then you have this buckle right here. This buckle is made to perfection. The dial itself, man, is made out of lacquer. The loom is superior, man. It won Loom Wars 20 years in a row. The hands were made and crafted from king's gold, white gold, and then the date window. It matches and then it glows on its own. And then this thing, it will triangulate your whereabouts mechanically. How is that even possible? And then it has the perfectness. However, the brushing isn't quite brushed enough. The satin finish isn't quite satiny. And let's not even talk about the AR coating. There's only 5 coats of AR coating where there should be 15 coats. Then they need to put at least 2 coats on top so you can touch the dial. All in all, it's a good watch, but it could be better. Oh my God, dog, bro. You describe the watch, Dave, like, hey, it's the right size, it's the right lug to lug, it's the right this, it's the right that. But I'm telling you, they will find fault in anything. You cannot watch a YouTube video and find a perfect watch, or a watch that will just pass without just getting down. It was good, but like, for example, I will tell you this. That watch that I showcased, the Pagani, right? After holding it, and I'm still gonna give it away. I'm gonna give that watch away, right? And I know people love Pagani design. And Pagani, and I'm gonna I'll tag Pagani in the deck, and everybody, 100% of the YouTubers that touch Pagani designs will give Pagani praise in certain areas. But the one thing that Loom and whatever it is about dive watches, they just can't get right. The bezel is sloppy. In the Loom, you give a watch 200 meters of water resistance, right? And it's made to resemble the Omega Seamaster 300 from 1957. Okay. We understand you got to get your money. You want to get your money, and this don't cost you as much. But there are watches that have been shown in that category that blows your mind. Like, how did they do this? How did they make money? And Pagani, my biggest gripe is that bracelet does not compare to bracelets that I have from Pagani Designs. It don't compare to other bracelets that they have. When they did that two-tone, they had the center link polished and the outer links brushed. I don't know what that thing does. It's chinky. But I have a couple of subs, homages from Pagani. And it's like, these things are so much better. And I got one that the Loom is actually better. It's way better than that one. You can't do a sandwich dial, or like how they have, yeah, you've seen it, the numbers. You have a layer of loom underneath, and it's that weak. Oh my gosh! I'm talking about somebody who was that? Was that? I think it was Chris said like it won't last 10 minutes. No, 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 no. I put it on full blast yesterday, and I did. I just let it out. I just played it out. Put my timer next to it. We're talking 4.5 minutes. That thing was like, even in like dark. I'm like, are you serious? There's a faint. You can see very faintly, but after not even 5 minutes, that thing was gone, and I let that little weak. Yo, what up, Leo? Woody, I was very fortunate to get over 20%. Ooh, bias here, but I think the Jack Mason Canton is a great guy to watch. Look, it's nothing wrong. That's hey, listen, Julie. I saw that watch, and yes, that watch is great, man. I mean, and for me, I'm gonna say like the best guy to watch coming out of the state of Indiana is this Visitor. This one right here, and it comes in multiple colors, man. You don't have to get this one, but I think this watch right here, man, Visitor just does it, man. God, dog it, man. Man, I enjoy this watch coming. This, man, Phil, quit playing with me, bro. Quit playing with me. Hold on, and I've shown this watch. I don't care. I've shown it multiple times. This is I wear this watch. It is so comfortable, man, and that has a push-pull crown. I don't care. Do you have to have a screw-down crown with everything? No. But this one right here, man, is like, this thing is perfect for me. It's perfect for me. I'll say it again. This watch is perfect for me. I wear this watch and be satisfied. Oh, let me just say this. And I dig this guy. YouTuber. He mentioned in a recent video doing a Q&A type deal. Like, you hear that? Winding a watch, right? And I think he alluded to it. I'm going to go back and see, but I'm pretty sure I understood what he was saying. When we're talking about winding watches, like, are there people that like to just sit back and you get a manual wind just to hear it, to wind it and look at it? You know what I'm saying? Are you in that category? Because it's interesting to me that once you get to a certain level, man, your word becomes law right here on this thing right here. I've even seen DK. He said some stuff, and like there's a lot of DK acolytes out there. Say what you will, you are. There's people out there that absolutely hang on to every word, right? And for the amount of people that this YouTuber has, there are people that actually like winding watches, and this is satisfying. Or like for me, it reminds me of my grandfather. I used to wind my grandfather's pocket watch all the time. I enjoyed it. That was, yeah, and you know, so the manual winds that I do have, that's why I have them, just to wind them, and I look at them, I listen to them tick. It's satisfying, man. It just, how can I say? If I'm stressed, I'll do that. It's times where I'll just sit and just put the watch on my ear and just listen to it. That's just what it is. All right, so I'll show you another watch that I have a story with. Real story.
I think it's the 11th that weekend and the weekend of the 20th or something like that.
Thanks, Leo. Press like when you come in. Thank you. I love winding watches too. What time is it? Okay, yeah, I'm almost done, man. I'm almost done. This right here, Seiko. This watch was created by me. So what happened was, what was it? Kokomo had an event where you can come to class, right? You pay for it, but you go to a class and they will help you build a watch. So what I wanted that Batman style bezel, right? And I didn't know what kind of bracelet I wanted. That was the only thing I didn't know. I didn't want the traditional 3-link bracelet, but I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna put it on. I didn't know what I want to do, but I know I wanted like a Seiko bracelet to go with this thing. But at any rate, I wanted that shark seconds hand, like you see that shark going around. I wanted that. When I looked at it, I said, ooh, that'd be dope to have a shark in the tail end. And they walked me through everything. Gave me the ins and outs. They showed me like how to test the watch. They showed me where you regulated it, man. Like everything about this, man. And if you look on the back, you see that Japanese letters on the back of it, and it's NH36. I just enjoyed it, man. I thought it was a great experience. I tested it, man, and even with a push pull, this thing tests at 100 meters. Mine went. It was like 210 meters. 210 or 214 or something like that. Yeah, so mine is actually 200 meters with a push-pull crown. It was tested on Rolex equipment, no less. So this watch means a lot to me. This will never go anywhere. This will always be in my collection. This will be passed down. Like, hey, this is the watch that I built with the help of Kokomo, of course. Now, there was a piece of lint in it. Last week, was it last week I was here? If anybody paid attention, I looked at the watch, I was like, I thought I cracked the crystal. I was like, dang. But it was actually a piece of dust in there on the crystal, which is AR coated, right? It's AR coated. I said, dang. Oh, and it's sapphire crystal. And I'm like, God, dog, man, it's crazy. And I took the Kokomo, they looked at it, cleaned it out, got it back to me, and I'm like, thank you so much, man. So yeah. I'm forever appreciative of that group. Oh yeah, man, this thing is special to me, man. I really like this watch, man. The time is, I'm dead serious. I'm pressed on time, man. And the last watch I'm going to talk about is a watch that I learned about the NH34 through this watch. And it's from the Aragon Watch Company. I've shown this watch before. That piano black dial, and this piece had, like, you would never see another bracelet like this. Funky bracelet. This was reviewed online, and I don't think, like, in my personal opinion, this was the perfect watch for me at the time. Right? It still is, man. Like, man, it's comfortable. It's well balanced, man. There's no tapering on it. Right? It's 44 millimeters. Yep, 44 millimeters. So that's what it looked like on the wrist. And it gives you the opportunity to get into the GMT function. Sorry. It gives you that I can do the GMT. Now, before the NH34 went wildly crazy in so many different companies, this was the one I enjoy it. I like this watch. But then there are so many other people in the community of Aragon that picked up on this watch with the different colors, man. And I can tell you this. Whatever's in your collection, man, like, and I just want to encourage people, like, when you buying your watches, man, like, take your time, really, take your time and look. I mean, it's great to look on YouTube and see your favorite YouTuber with, a certain watch or whatever, man. But, I highly recommend that you go to spots, like, if you don't have the opportunity to go to an AD, or you don't want to go to an AD because anxiety of going into an authorized dealer is real, because one, they have high-end watches that cost more than your house in there, right? And if you come in with a low-end watch, and granted, I know some people in the comments gonna be like, man, it really don't matter, but it does, because people have that phobia. People, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're a budget buyer, if you're a budget watch buyer, right, and then you go into a spot where the cheapest watch they got is $1,000. Or maybe $800, and you're accustomed to spending $200 to $300, no more than that. But you want to go in and just try out, because that may put you on the path where, you know what, I really like this watch. I may want to try this watch. I mean, and I did it, man. I went in because I had a phobia of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, dude, I'm an evicted collector, and then I go on the spot because, one, I actually had that standoffish, that guard, because of YouTube. Now, I tell my truth. I don't care. I've always been transparent on here, man. I ain't about to, sugarcoat nothing. I've always had that. And for those that say, hey, man, that don't bother me, that's okay to say. If it don't bother you, man, blessings and peace to you. But there are people. Yes, thank you. There are people that will not. They don't. But I encourage you. And now I will say this. Don't go on the expense. If they do treat you bad, oh yeah, and you got to talk about it. I will. Yeah, I talk about it. Like, hey man, I walked in this jewelry store and I got cheated out. I mean, I got cheated out of experience because they looked down at my watch. I had a Timex and they didn't want to bother with me. But you want to go in these places and look and see. Rolex may be your jam, possibly. You know what I'm saying? Omega may be your jam. You never know. You know, Norcane may be your jam. And you're talking. Norcane is what's the least expensive watch they got is like 2,200, 2,300, somewhere around there. Well, all these prices increasing, man. Like we just say about $2,500 gonna get you into that watch. $2,500 and up. And price matters to a certain extent. I'll say that. Price matters because if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But like you still want it. I still like Panerai. I still like certain Omegas. I see that new Railmaster. I think the Railmaster is super dope. I always thought the Railmaster was dope. And you can get a Railmaster on Joma Shop for $3,000, but I'm telling you that $3,000 will like make somebody cough if they not used to spending that. But you know one thing I found out? If it's something that you want, you're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You know, even like I didn't even know I wanted this watch, man. And I was like, for a micro brand from the Dufresne Watch Company, and you got to think, I'm accustomed to spending no more than $300 on a watch. That's just where my price range was. And I already told you guys I spent I don't care if it was worth it or not. Well, it is worth it to me. $700 on this one. To some people, $700, that's nothing, man. I just watched yesterday some watch collectors, man, go in there and tackle an $850 Citizen. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, man, it's time. I got to go watch my man and check out his channel. Tomorrow, I will be with Mr. Michael from Bernhardt Watch Company. We were supposed to do today, but I moved it till tomorrow. He had some issues this morning, so I moved it. So at 1 o'clock tomorrow, if you guys, I know it's Mother's Day, so I ain't even mad if you guys aren't there to watch. We'll get on, we'll talk for a little bit. You guys get to understand what Bernhardt Watch Company is. I'll show my watch off a little bit, and then we out of there, man. And yeah, so stay tuned to that. I have the unboxing will drop tomorrow during what Invicta used to call power play. So I have, an unboxing dropping tomorrow at 7 o'clock. Okay, all right. So I'm out of here, man. Thank you guys for watching, man. Yeah, y'all go ahead and hit that like button on the way out, man. Appreciate you guys for watching. Until the next light strike, y'all be blessed.